Hey everybody, welcome to Wacky Wednesday number 86 on the Leek. I'm John as always, and it's time for some Vintage Cube Draft. This will be the last Vintage Cube Draft, of course, until probably late September, I would imagine, just before Kaladesh comes out. By the time you're seeing this, Cube has already unfortunately gone away, but I was going to squeak one more in because I've been doing really well at Vintage Cube this time around. I'm currently 8-1. I went 3-0 with a Blue-Black Super Friends deck on live stream on twitch.tv/TheMetaLeak a couple weeks ago. I went 2-1 with Mono Green Ramp on Wacky Wednesday a couple weeks ago, and I went 3-0 just playing for fun. I actually beat Gabby Sparts in round 1, and then I played a viewer, Dan, I think his name was, in round 3. The round 3 one was pretty darn close, actually. Very good match there. But yeah, I'm 8-1 in Vintage Cube, so I'm going to jump into another Cube Draft, probably my last one for quite some time, and hopefully do just as well. But I will see you guys for Pack 1, Pick 1. All right, here we are, Pack 1, Pick 1. What did we get? We got, not much. Not much. We've got a Grizzlebrand, if we wanted to try out Reanimator. We've got a Tooth and Nail, which did some good work last week. A Signet, a Pelucranos. This is a bad pack. This is a bad pack. I'm honestly tempted to just take Tooth and Nail. I think it's the most powerful card here. Grizzlebrand. See, Tooth and Nail requires us to have big, good green things. And we're going to get that. Grizzlebrand requires us to be the Reanimator drafter at the table. And if there's another one, we may just never see the Reanimator pieces. So I think I am, unfortunately, because this is what we drafted a couple weeks ago, I think I just first picked Tooth and Nail again. We may not end up in that deck. It may be a little bit different, maybe a little bit better, who knows. But I think that's going to be the first pick in this terrible pack. I guess I just want Pelucranos back around. I mean, Signet could just be the correct choice, but I'm going to take Tooth and Nail. That was a bad pack. All right, what do we got here? Well, we've got a Woodfall Primus, which is okay with Tooth and Nail. We did get Recurring Nightmare, so I mean, we could try out Reanimator. Recurring Nightmare is probably the weakest of the Reanimator. You want to have a lot more synergy going on. You want to have stuff to sack that has leave the battlefield effects, etc. Otherwise, there's not too much going on here. So it's between Nightmare and Primus for me. And I think Nightmare's just not at all what we have with our first pick, whereas Primus is 100% what we have with our first pick. So Primus it is. It's kind of a shame that my other drafts are the ones where I didn't go Mono Green Ramp. Elvish Mystic, Upheaval. I'm going to have to try Upheaval at some point. I know it's powerful, but I've never drafted that deck. So this is not the week where I'm going to learn how to do that. I'm going to have to learn how to do that when I have some more time. Yeah, I think I might just take the Mystic here and kind of settle on into Mono Green Ramp. As boring as that might be. This Ulamog might come back around, which should be nice. But yeah, let's take Mystic. Oracle of Moldiah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, there's a Mana Drain here. But we're going to take the Oracle. Whew, Jiraga Tree Speaker. Our fate has been sealed with really good cards. Yeah. Nissa could come back around. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nissa will not come back. It'll be like the Abyss and Raging Ravine. But we're not taking Jiraga Tree Speaker here. Oh, Lotus Cobra. We are getting the good stuff here. The good stuff. I will take that gladly. I really didn't want to go Mono Green Ramp, but that Tooth and Nail first pick is looking a lot better with picks 4, 5, and 6. Frailes. Man, the hits keep coming. So the deck that I 3-0'd, where I played Gabby and played the viewer, was a Thing in the Ice counterburn deck. It was blue-red, and it was awesome. Oh, I had Ancestral Recall, Thing in the Ice, Remand, just awesome spells. I flipped Thing in the Ice a couple of times. It was just, oh, I love blue-red counterburn. It's one of my favorite sort of pet decks in the format. But I mean, we're not taking Frailes. She makes 1/1s that she makes Llanowar Elves, which if we get a Gaia's Cradle just goes crazy with. She blows up artifacts, which is huge in this format. Super good. We're taking Frailes. So Kozilek could be a ramp target. Westvale Abbey could almost work. We could sack our mana dorks and our little guys. But that feels a little bit cuter than just straight up casting Kozilek is. I'd probably prefer Ulamog or Emrakul than Kozilek, but we may as well take it here. Hey look, Paul Ukranos came back around. Good old Paul. Yeah, I think we'll just take Pelucranos here. We're not taking Garrick. We're not taking Thundermaw, Mortars, or anything else here, so. Polly in the deck. He honestly might not make it, depending on how good our Pack 2 and Pack 3 are. Because we have not picked an unplayable card yet. Let's see. Now we're going to. I guess we could take Tasigur in case we end up black-green. It's unlikely to go green-white. Or green-red, really. So, yeah, let's take Tasigur. I don't think he'll make the deck. I do prefer pure mono-green usually when I go this route. But we'll see. Well, we got a Scooz or we got a Hissing Quagmire. I think we'll just take the Scooz. Could take a Signet, I guess. We'll get something better than Scooz, I think. So yeah, let's just take a Signet. It's not in our colors, but it still functions as mana ramp. And here we get nothing. So I guess the card I dislike the most is Verdict? Yeah. Although, I mean, nobody's going to play Verdict. But I don't really fear Wheel, so yeah, let's take Verdict out. Last 3 picks, we get Bazaar of Baghdad. Sure. Don't know if we'll play it. Kind of hurts the ramp plan a little bit, but you do get card draw. Gush, I guess. We're not going to play it. And a last pick, Khazali Pride Mage. Sure, we're not going to play that either. Well, I'm liking Pack 1. Pack 1, I think, went fairly alright. Let's see what Pack 2 does. Of course, want to see Crater Hoof. And I'd love to see Natural Order. Courser is totally fine. Better than LED. Tinker's fun. But I think Courser's just the pick here for us. Let's take it. Man, what I wouldn't do for a Soul Ring or a Mana Vault or something. That'd be awesome. But instead, we get not a single green card other than Oath of Nissa. So, we could maybe make a giant Hangerback Walker. Maybe Tinker comes back around, but I doubt it. So, I mean, what does Oath do? Again, you get a creature, land, or planeswalker into your hand. It's just not good. So we could take Hangerback in case Tinker comes back around, or just to make a giant Hangerback. We could take Shardless Agent if we splash blue. I don't really like anything there is in this pack at all. I think we might just take Hangerback, but it feels bad. But we did it. Well then. I don't think Tasker is going to be in. But we'll see. We'll see. Hey, Thragtusk, how's it going? Hey, Ulamog, how is it going? I think we maybe take Ulamog as another ramp / tooth and nail target. Probably a little bit better than Thragtusk. Thragtusk is... it's strange saying this, but Thragtusk is a little bit more fair than Ulamog. It certainly didn't feel like that when it was in Standard, but Ulamog is pretty decent. Pretty decent. In the deck. Hangerback, I just don't think you're going to be in there, so you can hang out in the sideboard for now. And what do we get here? We get Thrun, or we get Mishra's Workshop, which is not a thing for us. We get a Taiga, which would be okay. Lumbering Falls. Probably just Taiga? Thrun's not that exciting. Take a Verdant Catacombs. Let's just take the Taiga. Wall of Blossoms. I mean, Winter Orb could be good with our Tree Speaker, our Mystic, our Cobra, our Frailes. It is an option. We're going to need more Mana Dorks, though. We're going to need many more Mana Dorks. We're at 12 cards. This pack hasn't been going well. Maybe we just take the Wall of Blossoms. We could take the Signet. Let's take the Winter Orb. Arbor Elf, there you go. That's what we've been looking for. There's also a Breeding Pool and an Overgrown Tomb, but we're not taking the Arbor Elf. That makes the Winter Orb feel like a much better pick now. You have my Elder. You get 2 basics and they go into your hand. And then you sack and draw a card. Seems fine. Seems fine. You have my Inyo. Beast Within, your removal. Managorger Hydra. You're the spell? Yeah. You're the origins. Cast a spell. Get a counter. We're gonna go with Beast Within. Okay, so this is our pack back again. So we could take the Abrupt Decay. I don't think we'll main deck it. But we're not gonna play Crater's Claws or Prowler or Rector or Terminate. We're pretty unlikely to use LED. We can take it, but I don't think we're going to use it. Nothing going on here. So I think we just hate out the Sun Titan. Yeah, let's just hate out Sun Titan. Regrowth, sure. Let's hate out the combo piece. Goodbye, Pestermite. No Kiki Twin for anybody. Unless, of course, they get the Deceiver Exarch or Zealous Contricumps or any of the other good ones. Let's see. We can take Primal Command, I suppose. It's the only card for us, but we probably won't play it. Let's get rid of the Siege Gang. Alright, so Pack 2 did not go nearly as well as Pack 1 did. Pack 1, I was feeling pretty good. Pack 2, significantly less good. What's our last pick? Make it a good one. Or that one. Garrick, Mana Vault. Traverse. I think just Mana Vault. It's super good. Yeah, just Mana Vault. Hey, Crater Hoof. How's it going? There's also a Eureka. And we've got like the top end of stuff. Oh, I have to take Crater Hoof, but I want Eureka. I really like Eureka. I know it's not amazing, but boy, can it ever be. We're just going to take Crater Hoof. We're going to be reasonable. Llanowar Elves, pretty decent. There's Song of the Dryads, not Druids. But I think we just want more Mana Dorks for now, especially with the Winter Orb plan here. So yeah, we will take Llanowar Elves. Oath of Druids. So I know this is good, but I have to read it, and I have to read it every time, despite being around when it first came out. Beginning of each player's upkeep, that player chooses a target player who controls more creatures than he or she does, and his or her opponent. The first player may reveal cards on top of his or her library until she reveals a card. If he or she does, that player puts that card onto the battlefield with all of their cards revealed this way into his or her graveyard. So the intention is I hold back creatures, which sounds iffy in my deck. But I mean, I can also just do that on turn 2. And then maybe we hit Ulamog, right? Or Kozilek. Or Crater Hoof. So I think we just take Oath of Druids here. It's probably better than the Terastodon. It's better than Whisperwood. Yeah, let's take Oath. And feel free to yell at me when I totally misplay it as well. Abyssinian's Pilgrim. Avacyn's Pilgrim, not Abyssinian. Deathrite Shaman. We're not necessarily going to have cards in our graveyard outside of Oath. So I don't trust that to be an actual Mana Dork. Whereas this is an actual Mana Dork. So we are gonna take that. We're at 22. We can probably be a 24 card deck, I would imagine, with all the ramp. Master of the Wild Hunt. 3/3. Upkeep, get a wolf. Tap all the wolves I have. Each wolf fights. Each wolf deals damage equal to its power to target creature. That creature deals damage. Yeah, so each... No, divided as its controller chooses them. Okay, so the wolves bite, and then it selectively fights however it wants those wolves. Okay. Still seems fine. I mean, we're not taking anything else here, so... Yoink. Ooh, fast bond. Fast bond. I'll take a fast bond. Gladly. That's a deck. That is a deck. Let's see if we can smooth it out a little bit with these last few picks. Not so much. So I could hate out a lightning bolt, or I could hate out a show and tell. I'm actually pretty okay if somebody show and tells me, because I'm apt to have big things. So I think we just hate out the lightning bolt, because they could bolt my mana dorks. We're not going to play factory. We're not going to play temple. Yeah, let's hate out the bolt. Let's see, we get a Traverse the Elvenwald, Dragonlord Dramoka, a really late Sulfuric Vortex. So we can make red and black, and we can splash red. But white is going to be tricky. We've got Pilgrim. But Dramoka would be nice. It would be a nice tooth and nail target as well. It's better than Traverse. So yeah, we'll take Dramoka. Hey, Eureka came back. I want to play with it. I really want to play with it. There's just Strip Mine, though. Let's take Eureka. Let's have some fun. Hey, Wooded Foothills. I will play you. Yeah, so Dragonlord Dramoka. We're looking at Avacyn's Pilgrim as the only way of casting it. So I think ultimately we just can't do that. It's just a no-go. Whisperwood can come in, and I don't know if I want it. I don't think I do. No, I don't think I want Whisperwood. So here's 25. We still have one more cut because we got that Eureka. So, Eureka. So we can Nature's Claim for the sideboard. Let's get rid of a Fire and Ice. Lightning Mauler. Sure. Man, red was open. So, if we Eureka, we can potentially do crazy broken things like Kozilek, Ulamog, Woodfall. Barf out our mana dorks. But I think it might just be too cute. Because if we don't have them in our hand, and other than Eureka, we don't want them in our hand because we want a tooth and nail for them ideally, I think we just have to cut the Eureka. I think I like the Winter Orb plan. We've got Vault, Elves, Tree Speaker, Mystic, Pilgrim, Arbor Elf, Cobra to generate mana. Plus Signet. So that's 8 mana a turn. Yeah, I like the Winter Orb kind of thing going on here. So, as cool as Eureka is, I think it has to go. Oh, it is any permanent, eh? So it could even be Planeswalkers. Yeah, I think that's the responsible choice. So we'll throw in Wooded Foothills. There's no need for Taiga, right? Right? Yeah, there's no need for Taiga. Lion's Eye Diamond, no. I don't think so. No. Alright, so we'll go with our 16 lands here. 15 lands, yes, of course, because Wooded Foothills. Yeah, go like that. And submit. And so here we are with another mono green deck. Sorry for the mono green decks happening 2 cube drafts in a row. If you had have checked me out on Twitch, you would have seen an awesome blue-black one, and had I have smartly recorded the awesome counterburn one, you would have seen that one as well. But we're going to mono green them out and see if we can stomp all over them. So I'll see you guys for round 1.